Okay, breathing. This is in the dead bug, or some people might call it in tabletop positioning. What I want you to do is make sure you're at 90 degrees, okay, at the hips and knee, and pop a little bit of pressure onto the wall, okay? Make sure you're using all areas of your feet, especially that big toe. And I want to make sure that our ribs are not flared and our ribs are connected to our pelvis. So we're not arching our back, which you can see if I was to do this. Okay, we want to try and press that lower back into the mat. Now just remember that your natural curvature of your spine does have an arch, so don't feel like you've got to, but that's in essence what you're trying to do. I feel the best way though is keeping an eye on your ribs, and if you flare your ribs, it tends to be that you've arched your back. All you want to do in here is just breathe. So get used to holding that neutral and packing air at the front and at the back, okay? So as you inhale, push away, and exhale. Might have given you certain reps to do of the breathing in and out. Other possibility that I may have added in as well for you is some arm series. So having your arms up, I just want you to protract them forward and then retract them back. Protract them forward and retract them back. Now when you come back, don't let your elbows move, okay? So you're protracting forward. Make sure those ribs aren't coming into a flare as you come back as well. It's tempting to push out and arch your back. I'm very hypermobile in there, so I've got to be really conscious. And it might be that you just put a little bit more pressure into the wall. Now make sure the pressure is even on both feet. Might be a slightly dominant on one foot than the other. If you are, please feed it back to me and let me know. And it might feel that you find it easier to breathe in and fill up the capacity on the side that you're more dominant with. I struggle with my right side, and I actually struggle to fill up my air on my right side of my back. So this is something I really work with. Having the feedback from the wall just gives you that contraction. And then there again, we can take our arms back. You can circle them round and bring back up. Again, the whole time as you extend your arms, you're extending a lever. So do not let your back and ribs flare, taking you out of that contraction. Slow and controlled, okay? You can then reverse it the other way. But be mindful that those ribs are staying connected as you're holding in there. You can do it with or without the yoga blocks. You could always roll a towel up in between if you prefer. It's absolutely fine, but just having that little bit of pressure. I do have other videos that might be holding a weight if you've not by a wall, just holding a weight to contract that core in there as well. But this really helps to build up that breathing as well as shoulders and preparation for further core work.